Okay, Rotimi Akindele's here, 3-1. Good morning, good to have you.
Good morning.
Is it now 4?
Yeah.
Still 3. 4 now.
4.
Nigeria FM.
Of course.
Beats
Lagos Stocks
Lagos
Classic.
Stocks Classic.
So we'll call you Mr. Versatile, right? Okay.
Okay, good to have you here. Now, we saw the UEFA Champions League draw yesterday. I mean, some clubs will be kicking their feet. How do they end up here? Why some will be celebrating and all that? But I think in all of it, I think Tottenham will not be smiling at all. Just knowing that they have to battle hard to ensure that they can get out of the group they're currently in now. Liverpool also, a little bit of battle. Manchester United, unpredictable these days, so you really can't say they can, get out from Juve, Valencia. Normally, it shouldn't be hard for them. Well, from all indication, might just be that. This is what you have: Group A, B, C, and D. In A, you have Atletico Madrid, Borussia Dortmund, AS Monaco, and Club Brugge. Group B, Barcelona, Tottenham, PSV Eindhoven, and Inter Milan. That's the group I'm talking about, which is going to be very difficult for them to get out. Paris Saint-Germain, Napoli, Liverpool, Zelda. Then you have Group D, where you have Lokomotiv Moscow, FC Porto, Schalke, Galatasaray. That could just be anybody's group. I love that group.
If names still play football,
Yeah.
you probably, close your eyes and pick the first two or the likely two that will just qualify from this group and go on to the next round. But then again, we've seen over the last few years that, yes, you can have the name. It doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to qualify or advance to the next round or even go on to win the tournament. So it's pretty tough. Atletico Madrid, more pressure on them because it's road to Madrid. They'll be hosting the final June 1st next year. So they probably want to start life well in that particular group. Looks relatively easy for them, talking about Atletico Madrid. And then for Barcelona, Tottenham, Inter making a return since 2011-2012 season. Pretty exciting fixtures in that group. I mean, Barca, Tottenham, everybody wants to see that. Tottenham, Inter, Barca, Inter, like that. So PSV looks like the whipping boys, but somehow one of the big teams in Group B will play in the Europa League after the first round. So
That's true.
definitely not Barcelona. I think Barcelona has an edge over Inter and Tottenham qualifying from that group. And then for Monaco, I mean, I already talked about Dortmund and Atletico Madrid. Monaco, one of the three will also qualify. Club Brugge, probably the only Belgian side that has played in the final of the Champions League, still there. And then in Group C, you have PSG, Napoli, Liverpool. People are saying it looks pretty tough for Liverpool. I think the Liverpool we saw that got to the final last season, this is more like easy peasy for them. Yes, PSG is a big name. Napoli has a new manager in Carlo Ancelotti. I think what worked for Liverpool last season is still there. They still have the bulk of those players. So it's either Liverpool and PSG for me to qualify from this group.
So you don't
Ancelotti's experience might actually come in. So if PSG is not careful, now that they have Tuchel, they might just be dropping down to the UEFA Champions League. If I Europa League, I don't
With
think the
Mbappe?
owners brought him in to come win the Champions League anyway. That's my own honest opinion. With Mbappe,
you don't even respect him. Neymar is there also.
it doesn't matter.
Show some respect, man.
It's a different ball game when you play in Ligue 1 and playing the Champions League. So
Yeah,
we
that's true.
shouldn't probably bring out the Neymar Mbappe thing. Liverpool also has a strong bond. Same for Napoli as well under Carlo Ancelotti. So anything can happen in that group. Looks pretty tough, but anything can happen in that group.
In the group. Okay, we'll look at Group E, F, G, and H and see what we have there in that one. Talking about Bayern Munich, Benfica, Ajax, and then in Group G, you have Real Madrid, AS Roma, CSK, Moscow, Victoria Pleasant. Go to Group F, where you have Manchester City, Shakhtar Donetsk, Olympic Lyon, and of course, Hoffenheim. Then in Group H, yeah, that's the group. Juventus, Manchester United, Valencia, and the young boys, whipping boys ready.
Let me start from Group H. Someone joked and said United didn't want to discard Valencia and Young.
Oh, okay.
And I just tried to link it. Like, okay,
Yeah.
you have an Antonio Valencia, you have an Ashley Young.
Oh, okay.
United can't seem to get away from Valencia and Young. I think that was how the person put it. It's pretty tough. United, current form, can't qualify from this group.
Yeah,
Current form can't go out of this group.
But on a normal
day, they should qualify. On a normal day, just close your eyes and pick is Juventus, Man United from this group. But then again, you have a decent Valencia side. You also have young boys. Yes, they managed to qualify by the playoffs, but hey, you can't
They're there,
totally rule them out. They're there. So amongst the three, if you ask me to pick the top two, I'll still stick with United and Juventus. Valencia maybe will be good enough for the Europa League, but yes, on current form, I think United might still go through somehow. Of course, alongside Juve from that group, and then going to Group E, it's still the Bayern, and any other team from that group. Offenheim making their debut in the group stages of the Champions League with their young manager. I think he's about 28 now. It should be an interesting story, for Offenheim in that particular group. And I'm looking at one of their biggest fixtures, really. That should be against Manchester City. City should have it very, very easy.
In the group.
In the group. It looks like one of those groups Guardiola would probably be smiling and dancing about, like, okay, don't worry. We can easily negotiate this. And then for Real Madrid, the defending champions, Victoria pleasing is not a problem. So you have another, who else is in that group for Real Madrid? It's more like we will advance to the next round. But what happens from the knockout stages in
that's the real issue.
That's Real Madrid's. That should probably be Real Madrid's target for now. So, by and large, the big boys have
definitely progress.
Have it good from the draws we saw yesterday. But then again, for Liverpool and United, it's looking pretty tough on paper.
Okay.